everybody, and welcome back to the Hungry Hauler. It's a weekend again. Hope everybody's doing really well. Hope everything's going good in your corners. But today we're making tacos. I love making tacos. I figured I'd go ahead and make a video. I'm sitting around not doing anything. My truck's in the shop, so it's been in the shop for a while. But anyways, just making another video, and I love making my tacos. I enjoy them. I hope everybody else does. But I guess the tacos I like to make is the pork taco meat, and probably more along the lines of al pastor, if I'm saying that right. But basically, it's not a true al pastor, but basically it's just grilled pork loin with pineapple in it. That's what mine is. Al pastor's got pineapple and stuff in it, so it's the best thing I can do at home. So anyways, all we need is obviously the pork loin, and this one here it's already seasoned. You can season yourself. Just get a plain loin, do your own rub, do whatever you want to do with it, whatever you want. But this one here is on sale. We got it, and it's the carnitas. It's already seasoned, so that's fine. Otherwise, I'd have to season it myself, and a little easier is better. I don't mind going the extra mile, but it just makes it easier. And of course, a can of pineapples. Any old crushed pineapples. So to start off, I've already got my oven. It's set on 350, and yes, it's going on the grill, but I've done this once before, and this seems to be this is my standby. Last time I did it, I thought they turned out pretty good, so I'm gonna do a video on it because I'm bored. So anyways, we got our oven set on 350. We're gonna take our pork tenderloin, put it into a small casserole dish. We'll put this in the casserole dish, and then we're gonna open up our pineapples, and we're gonna pour the pineapple over top of the tenderloin so it's submerged. Because I really don't want to cook that tenderloin much at all in this oven. I do want to warm it up, and I kind of want to do a heat marinade, if you will, in the pineapple. But that's what we're going to do here. And I'll get this together and come right back. Okay, we're back. I've just got the tenderloin. As you can see, it's in the casserole dish. Like I said, it does have spices on it already. They came pre-spiced. It's all up to you what you want to do. I have no preference on that. This just makes it simpler right now. So, and here's our can of crushed pineapples. I just pop the lid open. Don't drain the juices off of it, because the juices, you want your meat to be as juicy as possible, always, right? So, I just pop the lid open. I don't add no other spices or anything, and pour this whole can of pineapple in here. And I'm going to try to completely cover this piece of meat with this pineapple, because I don't want the meat in the heat, so to speak. I guess I just want it completely covered. And as you can see, let's see if I can show you. As you can see, it's completely covered in the pineapple. Probably could have used a smaller dish so it could be completely submerged in it, but that's what it's going to look like. The oven's ready. I'm not going to cover this. I'm just going to put it in there like that, because I'm not going to finish cook this in there. I just want to let it marinate, boil, kind of boil the meat a little bit, cook it a little bit, and try to get this pineapple in there. And it kind of cooks. It speeds up the cooking process on the grill. So the meat's partially cooked, but we're still going to get our grill flavors in there once it's going on there. So I'm going to put this in the oven for about and maybe an hour. I'm just going to check it out, and maybe about 45 minutes, because like I said, I don't want to cook it in the oven. And maybe a half hour. We'll just have to see. It's kind of a play it by ear. So we'll come back I'll check it in a half hour, and if I pull it out, we'll start from there. But right now, I'm going to go down. Once this throws in there, well, I've got to get my grill going, right? You just don't go fire the grill and it's ready to cook on. So I got to get my wood going. So we'll do that, and we'll put this in the oven and go get the grill ready. Okay, I'm back. It's only been about 35 minutes. I set about a 30-minute timer on this while it's in the oven, and I did cover it because I didn't want to lose those juices and let it evaporate. I kind of wanted to cook, so I put a cover on it, and so it's only been about 35 minutes. So we'll bring that out and pull it up out of there and get it down there on the grill. There we go. Smells good. Turn the oven off. And there we go. It smells a little spaghetti-like for some reason, but anyways, that's what it looks like. You notice it's got a little bit of sizzling. That's good. I just kind of want to get it warmed up inside that pineapple juice. Now, we're going to pull the meat out of here, and we're going to put the meat directly onto the grill, and we're going to cook the rest of the way on the grill. Do not discard this, because what we're going to do is, once the meat gets just about cooked, gets in the 140 range, we're going to put it back in this. I don't know if we'll put it back in this, but we're going to put it back into this pineapple juices and stuff, and we're going to smoke the pineapple juices along with the meat too. So just keep this here, retain this juices, pull the meat out, and we're going to put it on the grill here in just a second. Okay, as you can see, we got the fire going. I don't have nothing in. This is my drip pan. It's been used before. I'm not cooking in it, so it doesn't matter. It's got stuff in it and it's dirty. I don't care. But like I said, we're not cooking in it. The only thing we're doing is using it for a drip pan. And I have this pineapple. I've used this before, and this is really good. Pineapple cider. It is like a beer. It does have alcohol in it. It's pretty tasty, but that's what we're going to use for the drip pan and water pan all together in one. So open this up and pour some of this down into the drip pan. We don't need a whole lot. We're not doing a really long smoke here, but it's just to create some vapor. And let's try this. Yes, it's pretty daggone tasty. So let's put our grates back on there. We're going to clean the grates just a little bit from past cooks. We'll rub that down just a little bit. My fire's over here. I guess you call this indirect fire, indirect cooking. Really don't have to clean this over here, but we got the brush out like that. So, there's our grates. That's clean enough. Just remove some of them flavor crystals. I don't like cleaning my grills I like keeping that stuff around. It ain't hurt nothing. It doesn't help. It's not unhealthy. Nothing to that effect. So now we're going to take this. This is probably a bit warm, so let's do it kind of quick. Yes, a little bit. All right. We're going to set it right there over our drip pan. And we're going to shut the lid. See how the wood, there's still some wood down there. It's not all charcoal. There's still quite a bit to burn. And that nice smoke coming off there. That's what I like. And we'll kind of open up our vent here just about halfway. Make sure our oxygen vent there. I can open up this door too. That'll be fine, but we'll lose some of the heat, and I really don't want to. So we're going to watch our temperature gauge and bring it up to, I don't mind cook it up there. We're not smoking, so we're not going to go 250. We're not going to keep our temperature down that low. Goes up to about 400. That'd be fine. That's what we're going to cook in, because we're not doing a long smoke. So, okay. Anytime I got pork going on the grill or any meat on the grill and long cooks, this is probably going to take about 2 to 3 hours. And I say 2 to 3. That's a big span, but the internal temperature of the meat's going to tell me everything. So, but I always want to create a wash, and with a wash, just use plain old apple cider vinegar, and I have the remainder of this cider here. So we'll pour that cider in here. Like I said, it's not going to take much. You can go 2 parts to 2 to 3 part. So I can either double this with the vinegar, which I really don't want to do that, but I can. And I'm just going to go 1 to 1. Some may argue good or bad on that. They have different ideas on what they do, but I don't care. This is my cooking, and we're going to see how it goes. And at the end, turns out good, I'll keep track of it. Or that's the way we'll do it every time. But that's the wash. I'm just going to keep that meat from drying out. I don't want it to get dry, so I'll go down there and spritz it every now and then. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes or so since I've put it on there, and like I said, notice the temperature is climbing right up there, right to about 400. She's still climbing just a little bit, and we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Notice that smoke flow. It's not too bad, not too bad. Some people have different ideas on what good smoke is, or good smoke being what's coming out the stack. Good, bad, whatever. Clean smoke. To each their own. Whatever it is you like is what I find. It's right around 400. You may come up just a little bit more. That's okay. It's still going to take a couple hours on the grill here. You got to remember where this location is. If you remember where I started my fire, the fire's here. Of course, it's going to be hotter on this side. It's going to cool just a little bit, and that's what the temp about midway. As the fire and the heat moves this way, it's going to cool slightly, not greatly, but slightly in this small of a grill. But right here on the temperature area, which is up high, not down low, but it's up high up here. The temperature right there is about 400. Our meat is over here, so it's probably going to vary just a few degrees to here. It's still going to be roughly close to 400, close enough anyways. As you notice now, it's just a tad bit above 400 right now. So that's about where we want to be. And every half hour or so, I want to come down here and monitor it and see what the temperature is. If it starts to drop down a little bit, we'll add a little bit more wood and monitor there. But roughly, like I said, about a couple hours. Okay, it's been about an hour, and it's showing 400 right now, but a little bit earlier it shot way up here because the fire put too much oxygen to it. So you have to do some adjusting, and we've got to hold it about 400. That's exactly what we want right there. That's beautiful. So, and I've spritzed it a few times. Let's check the temperature. If you notice, it's got a little bit of charring going on. I've turned it just a little bit, about a half a turn. And let's check the temperature. Okay, handy dandy thermometer, turn it on, beat, it's ready. And it's about 150 right there. Okay, let's put it on the pineapple. Okay, we've got it on the bed of pineapple. I took it out of the casserole dish, poured the pineapple in there, and I've got the meat set on the pineapple. And this will smoke the pineapples, get the smoke flavor going in it. I don't want to cook those down too awful much because I still want a little bit of firmness to the pineapples. The meat's about 149. This isn't cooking nowhere near the 2 hours. I don't think it's going to take that long, but we're going to take this meat up to about 160, 167. If we were doing a big butt, you take it up about 200, but we're not going to do that here. So you just have to kind of play it by ear. Every cook's a little bit different. So, and that's it. And then we got our little spritzer here. I like these little bottles here. It's got a little needle nose on it. Take that and stick it down inside that meat. You're kind of injecting it. Well, you are injecting it. So it keeps the inside of that meat nice and moist. See, comes down there, and we'll spray it a little bit more. Get some more going in there. Make sure it's nice and juicy on the inside. And I'm keeping all this pineapple because later I'm going to shred this. And I'm going to shred it inside of all this here. I'm not going to do away with any of it. So put it back on. Watch our temperature come back up. And let it cook for a little while longer. Okay, we got the pork off of the grill. I pulled it off of the grill. It was in a pan. I pulled it off. I'm gonna put it in. I put it in back inside this casserole dish with the toasted pineapples, and look how beautiful that is. And I brought it up to about 165 on the internal temperature, and I'm going to let it sit and rest for a minute. Make sure you cover it because you don't want it to dry out. It's still cooked just a little bit. This little piece of meat will. Let it rest for a minute. Let it settle down, and then we're going to shred it. And there we go. That's what it looks like when we got it all shredded. We got the pineapple chewed up in it. It tastes freaking awesome. Melissa's got some rice made, cilantro lime rice. We got some beans, and we got the hamburger meat, or it's not hamburger, it's actually turkey meat for the tacos. And I just think it looks really good. We love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, like, share, subscribe, share, whatever. Do all that stuff. Well, thanks for watching the Hungry Holler, and see if we can come up with another one. Thank you. God bless, and have a good night.